Hi everyone and welcome back. Thank you so much for watching today. It's good to be back. I haven't posted a video in a while because of the holidays and I was sick for a little while and so just haven't had anything done in a while, so it feels good to be back. I've got a few layouts that I'm going to be uploading process videos for, and the one that I'm working on today is a layout using the Hip Kit Club from November, the Hip Kit. I still have that kit that I'm working through, trying to get everything done on that so that I can kill the kit basically, so I can get started in December. So I'm doing a layout. The process video on this layout is using that photo of my grandson right there, and this was just on Christmas Eve that was taken. And what I've done is I've cut out that 12 by 12 white sheet, and that's basically my title. I wanted to had the idea of doing just that title in big letters, making that really just a focal point of the layout. And so I cut it in my silhouette, and it just says Pop Audio is jumping on the couch. And the reason why I put that is because that's my grandson's name is Audio, and on that night on Christmas Eve my daughter had changed him into his Christmas jammies, and because they spend the night with us on Christmas Eve and get up Christmas morning and do the Santa stuff. So anyway, she had changed him into his pajamas that night, and he had been tired. He was like ready for bed, but she changed him and put him in his jammies, and he just came alive. He was so excited, and he was on the couch, and he started jumping on the couch. And so we were teasing him and yelling to my husband, Pop, Audio's jumping on the couch, like we were tattling on him. And because of course, with my daughter, we never let her jump on the couch, and jumping on the couch in our house is pretty much a no-no. And so, but it was kind of funny. So we were just teasing him, and of course, the more we did that, the more he just laughed and kept jumping. So he obviously wasn't too concerned about his Pop finding out. So it was just funny. So I wanted to go ahead and just use that big title as the focal point for the layout. And so I did cut that on my silhouette and use that. And then I'm using the green background paper came in the kit. That is from LA Studio. I'm sorry, no, it's from Pebbles. That one's from Pebbles. And it's like a green chevron. It's got a light green and a dark green chevron, and it's called Oh Christmas Tree. And so I did want to put that in the back just so it could make that title pop. And so I layered that behind the title that I cut out. And then I'm going through right there some cutouts. In the kit for November, there was a great 12 by 12 sheet by LA Studio called Magical. It was in the Good Cheer line. And one page is like this red and cream grid. And then on the other side of that paper is all those cutouts. And there were some 4x6, some 3x4s, and then some of the strips that you saw me going through. So I went ahead and just cut up that whole paper using those strips, and so I was going through those just there. And then there's also the Marion Bright little tag you see there. That came from an LA Studio tags that were included in the kit. So I was just going through a few things there and trying to find some pieces and some elements that would work on the layout. And I wanted to kind of give the photo like a shelf or something to kind of ground the photo. So I just used a strip, the branding strip right there, coming out from the side to kind of give that photo a place to land so it wasn't just floating in thin air. And then the tag, a Merry Note. It's a little bit blurred from what I'm looking at, but yeah, a Merry Note. That's actually from the LA Studio tags that came in the kit as well. And then we did get these wood veneer stars came in the kit, so I'm just going to add a few of those. And I'm just fussing here, going through some of the LA Studio little tags, tags and ephemera that came in the kit, and just finding a few pieces that I can add to that. And this layout came together pretty quick once I had the you know, the title cut, it does take up so much of the layout that it was pretty easy to put together. Once I had that done, I was just trying to find little ephemera pieces, just little finishing touches that I could add to the layout to kind of finish it off. So it did come together rather quickly. It was an easy layout to put together once I had that title done. And I wanted some more wood veneers. We did have those little open stars, and there was only a few of those. So I pulled out my wood veneer stash and found some of my wood veneer stars that I wanted to go ahead and add to the layout. Just to give it a few more, I just kind of wanted to scatter those stars around the layout. And so I'm going to go ahead and start adhering everything down. I'm liking the tags and the strips that I've laid out, so I'm going to start adhering everything. And oh my goodness, so you guys, I have to tell you, that little bottle that I talked about in my essentials video right there that I'm using that glue is, oh my goodness, that thing is amazing. I love that. If you watched my essentials video for the video hop a couple months ago or a month or so ago, I think it was in November, I shared that little bottle there that I'm using because I love the Scotch quick dry adhesive, but the bottles, the tips, they changed, and so it's really big, and I just was not happy with the tip at all. It was hard to do fine, you know, glue, fine, you know, like those little stars, you just want a little dab of glue. It was hard to get that to come out because it was just so big. So someone on YouTube actually had left a comment on one of my videos and had suggested these bottles, and it's amazing. That thing has the finest tip, and so you're going to see me using that on those little pieces, and it works really, really well. So I just fill it up with my Scotch quick dry adhesive, and I have a perfect bottle for that. So I've gone ahead and have everything adhered down to the page, and so I'm going to go ahead and stamp my date stamp. And get the date stamp on. Like I said, this was just this past New Year's Eve, just like last week. But I love the photo. It was so fun. And then my husband, you can barely see him, but he's kind of in the background. He's kind of blurred a little bit. And my grandson was having such a fun time. And we were just laughing because the more we would like tattle on him, the more he would just laugh, and he would jump on the couch, and then he'd fall down on the couch, and then he'd get up again. And it was like he had this burst of energy and felt so good in his jammies. And he was just ready to play for the night. So it was funny. I was glad that we captured that in a photo. And I'm just going to do a little bit of journaling, just basically just a little bit about the story of the photo, and share that. So that is documented. And so that is going to pretty much wrap up the layout. I have some still shots coming up, and I'll share those with you and show you a few close-ups. And it was just a fun layout. I love the huge letters in the title, and so it was just a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please leave me comments if you enjoyed the video. Leave me a thumbs up or comments of anything that you'd like to especially, or anything you'd like to see. And I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much again for tuning in and watching. And I'll go ahead and share some still shots with you, give you a few close-ups, and you have a great day. Thanks again. Bye-bye.